Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1957 Royal Quiet De Luxe vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. The official color of this is tan wrinkle, very rare. I think it was only made during this 1 year. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is this main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. The margins are magic margins. This is the paper bell that sits on top. It's got two adjustable rollers and a scale. And we're going to set those margins to be on the edges. Right now, the right margin is right in the middle. So what we're going to do is hold that magic margin on the top right there with one finger and the carriage release with the other behind the knob and push that margin all the way to the end of the page right there. And then you let go of the carriage of the margin, the magic margin button, and test that. Looks good. And if you wanted the left margin is on the edge, but if you wanted it closer to the middle, you just put the cursor where you want the margin and push that left magic margin button, and it magically sends the margin to that spot. Same concept with the right side. If you wanted it closer to the middle, put the cursor where you want it and flip that button there. So now we have two margins very close to each other. We're going to move it back to the edges by holding the magic margin and the carriage release at the same time. And that looks good to me. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, return, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch forward, it skips 2. One more, it skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep that on single for now. And finish typing. And as you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that to the left, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. Move it all the way to the right. It doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. We're going to move that all the way over for red. Beautiful typing machine. This is one of my favorites, not only because these come in different colors, but it has a unique font too. It's called Bookface. I think it's unique to this specific model time frame era. It just really types really nice. It's really light. You don't have to push that hard to get the keys to print, and it's quieter than most typewriters. Not silent or anything like that. It still makes noise, but it's a little bit quieter and smoother. We're going to move that color back to the middle to print black and pull the page out easy. There's a switch right here. That's the paper release. Unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. We're going to flip this down too. And shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace, top left keyboard, works good. Margin release on the right. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that will block you from printing. If you hit that the margin release, it will allow you to go all the way to the end. That works good. This button here opens the hood. You don't want to try to open this without pushing that button because this thing will bend and it will not work properly if you bend that. Touch control on the top left here. You kind of move it to the front and then you can push it. So the higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them harder for them to print, but they respond faster. The lower you go, you don't have to hit them as hard, but they don't respond as fast. And right above that is the ribbon reverse. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling to the right. Switch that direction, you just flip this. So if you flip it to the left, it'll pull to the left. You flip it to the right, it pulls to the right. That's the direction we want it to go. Carriage release on each side, very smooth. And on this left side, carriage release as well. Plus this button here, if you push it in, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. Same concept with this lever here. You flip that forward and it unlocks the spacing. You flip it back and you get those clicks. And you have a page gauge on this as well. On the inside of the platen, there's a number here that just tells you when you're getting close to the end of the page. So 0 would be when you load it, and when or you set it, you load the page at set here. So, and then when you start getting close to the end of the page, it'll tell you with those numbers, and those are inches. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.